Hello everyone, been a minute. Hope you all are doing amazingly well. So today I'm going to be introducing a program in which I titled Quainty Culture Cast with Yaya. So in this program we are going to be exploring about cultural heritage, delving into traditional practices and historical events. That's not even all. We are also going to be having an interview with creatives. So if you're a creative or an artist or you're an aspiring artist or someone who loves and appreciates art, then you are in the right place because we are going to be having an intellectual conversation with these creatives about their journey and the culture that shapes their art. And we all know all creatives have unique stories filled with twists and turns and moments of pure brilliance. And that's what we are here to discuss in Quainty Culture Cast with Yaya. So if you're just joining me, do me well to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It will really go a long way for me, and I really appreciate it. So on my first episode today, I'm going to be interviewing a very special guest. This person is the most creative person I've seen physically. You all know I'm a model, yeah? He's had about 90% of the shoot I've been on, from the creative direction down to the photo shoot. Tell me, what would Quainty Culture Cast be without getting an inspo from this person? And this person is nobody other than the great Kingsville Visual Gallery. His name is actually Ismaila Rufai. Welcome. It
My
is
G.
really nice having you here today.
Nice to meet you, my
For
bro.
those who don't know you, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about what you do?
Okay. Um, my name is Rupa Ismaila. I'm a creative director, photographer, cinematographer as well. I like to dwell in a world where I just let my imagination run free and just, enjoy the whole process. The art space for me is just like a field of brilliance and a field where you are allowed to express yourself, a field of freedom and everything relating to it. So yeah, my art is not other than that. I just like to express myself and just go with the flow.
Yeah. So you're not just a photographer, you're also a creative director. Can you define creative direction in your own words, especially in the context of what we do?
Well, creative direction for me would say, adding the odds and making beauty out of it. Add one, two, three, four, and be able to pitch an idea that would resonate and reflect on other people's lives. So yeah, that's what I see it as.
Right. Let's say you're approaching a new project, be it a photo shoot or video. Like, where do you usually start? Like, what sparks the initial idea?
Well, sometimes, like I said, art is a space of expression, and to express, you have to reflect.
Yes.
And in that case, I just reflect upon myself, things I see around sometimes, and even just lost in my own imagination of how I picture things to be, right?
Yes.
And then from there, um, once there is an idea, and like I said, I can just look at you now, and something creative might come up because if you look around and you appreciate your environment, you see the beauty in it. So once the ideas spark up, we now head to the next process where we see how possible we can actualize those ideas from, like, oh, okay, what and what can we get now, what and what do we have around, and how we can push towards making that idea come to life.
So can you walk us through your typical process from concept to final delivery? How much of it is planned? How much of it is spontaneous in the moment of creativity?
Okay, coming from a writer point of view, because I also write, and most of my images are some poems, some story I've written before, and then I try to like translate that story in real time. So from that perspective, I would say we plan the shoot from, okay, the poem translate this. Maybe it's love, maybe it's war, maybe it's one thing or the other that is relating to human nature, or even maybe it could be uh, a social topic, let's say social political topic, like something we shot sometime last week, or this week, I think, that is titled Ordinary Man.
Yeah.
You see, Ordinary Man is from a point of, oh, okay, we have these wars going on, Iran, Israel, Palestine, and everything happening. At the end, the ordinary man is at the end of the gun.
Yeah.
This is just at the end of that point.
That's
So
crazy, honestly.
when you see all of these things around, that means as an artist, I am supposed to be affected by my environment.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not physically there, I see it around. Even in my own city, with the likes of the Boko Haram situation, the bandits, etc.,
Jesus
etc.
God. Every day, every
Every
day.
day, right?
That's
And
crazy.
it's sad to see all of these
Very
things,
sad.
and then that is how the process goes on. But some shoots, we might have like an original idea and get to the location and kind of like see that the idea don't go right,
Mm.
and then we just say, okay, what do we have here, and how can we shoot with what we have?
Mm.
We've had situations like that, lots
There's,
of
there's,
situations
there's
like
a
that,
lot. I
and
can relate to that, honestly. I can relate.
so in the end, it's just about not giving up and trying.
Mm.
Some
Like the way you said, when they give you lemonade,
when
you
they give you
create you
lemon, make
create
lemon.
yeah,
When life give you lemon,
life give
make
you lemons,
make
you make
lemonade.
lemonade. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, that's the phrase actually. So you have to like take advantage of this moment and just try something.
Mm. So I was wondering how do you keep your how do you get inspired and keep your creative well full, especially when you're constantly producing new work, like, and you're actually schooling, like, are you not being affected? Like, I
Well, you know, when you are used to what you do, or when you find, well, for me, I would say I find peace in my art, and
mm,
it's kind of like a place for me to just exhale and forget about the whole world, and just kind of like think about just myself.
mm,
And is when you take a child to the beach to play with sand, right?
mm,
He's super excited.
definitely,
That is the feeling.
definitely,
That is the feeling.
definitely.
So when I'm when I find peace in something, I
Mm,
dedicate my time to that
mm,
thing. And
mm,
yeah, the fact that I've been consistent over time, and I am very, very familiar with myself, and from deep introspection, and also understanding what I want as an artist,
mm.
it is easy for me to think of new ideas, think of things that I like and I resonate with, to shoot. So yeah.
Man, that's crazy. We all know all creative face challenges. What's one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome, and what did you learn from it?
Well, I think the biggest was trying to discover myself. I
Mm,
won't even lie, because at first, when I started photography, I
mm,
started with street photography, and then although I was enjoying the street photography, but there are some situations where you just feel like you are doing too much.
I get you.
Yeah, so I just felt, okay, let me try a new path. And also, yeah, finances,
Mm,
starting up early, finances will be a problem.
mm,
You have to make clients want to hire you for a
yes,
job,
yes.
right? So in that process, I switched from taking street photos to taking um normal event shots and portraits, etc., etc. But then,
And I actually think you started with using mobile phones for
yes,
photography.
yes,
That's
yes, yes,
crazy. So you all waiting to get a big camera to start off photography. You can see you can start with the little you having. You can start with your phone.
for real.
Yeah.
Real talk, equipment don't matter. The story
If you
is
all
the
see
main
what he did with
idea.
his phones, man, mind blown. You won't even believe he does that with phones. Honestly. Um.
So yeah, from there I decided to now switch,
Mm,
because when I was on the client's getting more clients and trying to see how I can build my brand, I realized that I wasn't happy. That wasn't the reason why I started, because I started photography because it brightens up my mood, it brightens up my energy. I easily reflect on things and kind of like help me grow. So that was the part for me that I found very, very wild. So I decided to quit shooting with clients and just focus on just shooting some of my storytelling at the early age then.
Crazy.
So that was where I found very challenging, because it wasn't easy. At first, I had a lot of backlashes. Some people who really do not understand the craft, and some people who feel like the major thing is about the money, not enjoying the process. So yeah, I had a lot of backlashes, I won't even lie. At one point it was kind of discouraging, but yeah, the fact that I'm happy, I just felt I'm okay.
And you can see from what he said, he's not doing it because of just the money. Yeah, but the money can come though, Sha. Really.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the money can come. But he's not doing it because of the money. He does it because he loves what he's doing. So looking back at your early work versus now, what's the biggest creative shift you've noticed in your own creative approach?
Well, I would say for me, there is a lot of introspection. I won't even lie. Like I said from the onset, I feel my emotions are more matured. I feel like I've learned a lot of lessons. Nobody is perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes, learned a lot of lessons, and now I feel like I've grown to a state where um, I can easily just reflect on myself, either based off actions or based off who I am in some part. Like, let's say projects where you don't see the model's faces, it's more like saying like this is for everybody, and trying to give the world a piece of myself and still have a piece to myself too.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So being a creative from Nigeria comes with its unique dynamics. What was one of the biggest opportunities or perhaps challenges you've encountered here might be different elsewhere?
Uh, well, I I don't know. I try to think of a problem or a challenge,
Yeah.
anything at all, but I feel like Africa is
You've
blessed.
been to Tanzania.
Yes.
What do you think like is allowed here and not allowed here, or what's allowed here and not allowed here?
Well, like I said, Africa is blessed, and it's a cool thing that we have like understanding people. Because shooting in Tanzania is not so different from shooting in Nigeria. It's peaceful, it's calm. You have people accept you, and like that's how I see it, right? So I don't feel like it's any different. But yeah, in terms of the artist himself, or like changing my own location, let's say I go to another place or anything, I still feel like one thing I believe is art is supposed to be something that is transitional. You have to be able to fit into any space you're put in, and try and think outside that space. That is the whole idea of it.
That's crazy. How do you see Nigerian creative scene evolving in the next few years, particularly photography and visual arts?
Well, I think everybody is now there's a shift, right? If you look at the industry today, you see a lot of Nigerian creative, because now people are now trying to tell stories. People are now trying to, reflect upon a lot of things. And for me, I feel like in the next 5 years, African arts will be, one of the leading arts. That's what I feel,
I
and
agree with you
Nigeria is
100.
not far from them
I
too.
agree with you 100 on this. Um, you've had a lot of projects. Which one of them will you say is your favorite, or which one will you say, okay, will you look out and say, man, I'm proud of myself?
I don't think. Well, for me, I cherish more of the moment around the project than even the project itself, because sometimes the process is like the main thing. When I look at this project, I just remember, and it comes with like so many memories, and sometimes it's hard to pick which one is favorite and which one is not. In fact, I don't think I have one that
Definitely.
I can look at and say, this one gone, this one is my favorite. I don't think I have one. Although, numbers don't lie.
Yes.
Maybe the ones I
Yes.
put on the gram,
Yes.
some get like a very high amount of views, engagement, etc., etc. But for me, it's still down to the fact that I just kind of like enjoy every process as it comes and live every moment. It's just like living and living and living and living and living. Yeah, that kind of energy.
I recently saw your work, and there's a project I was on too at
Clan,
Wu-Tang is it
the Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan show. Where was that?
That was in California.
Man, the crowd, I felt really proud of myself. Even though I was on incognito, but then, man, I know that was me. Yeah, I felt proud. How do you feel about it?
I feel proud. I feel
That's
cool.
crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yes.
So, as a model that I am, you've had well, not almost, about 90% of the project I've been on. Which one will you say is your favorite? And what advice will you give me as I continue to grow as a model and a content creator?
um
Yeah, I'm trying to get an inspo from the boss.
I'm trying to think which. Well, I think the first project with the comb is the
That's
one.
crazy. Sensational project,
Is
man.
one for the books, man.
That's
Yeah, that one
crazy.
is locked in.
Till
To date,
dates,
still
man.
doing
I
that.
plan on making a big enlargement of the frame in my when I finally get an apartment for myself. Yeah.
But yeah, that project was pretty lit, and yeah, I think thereafter there's a lot of amazing projects we've shot. It's hard to even pick one out of them, but I would say, yeah, as we go, we just get to discover more and discover more and more and more and more and more.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. So outside photography and creative direction, are there any other creative outlets or hobbies you like doing that has an impact to your creativity?
For hobbies now, I would say boxing.
Damn.
Well, because for me, I just see the idea of it as a creative outlet to just relax and put my mind, at ease and learn to, kind of think through chaos. Even as though the person is throwing those
Yeah.
punches, you're
Yeah.
able to, breathe in, breathe out, relax, and then still be able to expel when needed, just explode at the same time. So yeah, I
That's,
just like that region.
that's crazy. And as you said the other time, you're also a writer, yeah?
Yes, I write, but that I, I don't know if I should call that a hobby, but yeah, it's kind of like part of me now because I've been writing for like a very long time. Before now, I think at most I can't even count the years. So yeah, it's part of me.
That's crazy. What's one dream project you plan on seeing yourself on, or your dream collaboration you plan on seeing yourself in the future?
Well, as someone who like and is inspired by other artists too, I still feel like I want to go into the film space.
Cool.
Yeah, get to like shoot film. If any collaboration from any artist come true, fine, that's cool. All ideas are welcome. But for me, I don't think I have one person I want to look and say, oh yeah, or I have to work with this person to be able to get my head in that space. No, I have a lot of films that I pretend that I want to shoot. So yeah, there's lots of things going
Crazy
on.
things are happening. So what advice do you have for aspiring photographers, videographers, creative directors that are just starting up in the Nigerian creative scene?
Well, for me, I would say try as much as possible to be comfortable with your art. Once you are comfortable with your art, you can do anything. Like creativity for you becomes like a pool, like one fountain of water. It never runs dry. It's always pouring and pouring every season, raining, dry, whatever season you are on, right? And that's how it is. If you are not comfortable with what you do, if you are not having fun with it, it might be really difficult to be able to put that energy out there and want to even be consistent with it. So yeah, that part.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years if God should spell our life?
If God should spare our life, let's just reach there first.
I get your cruise, I get your cruise. What's my more? But if you actually pardon me, ba, as a creative guru that you are, I want us to do something practical right here. So the viewers will see. I want you to think of a creative idea right now with what you see around here. So you go and make it happen, make it a reality.
Well, I think we can do a fashion shoot.
Really?
Yes, now
It's crazy.
with the way you look, the hair, the earrings.
That's crazy. That's cool. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm down.
So let's fucking go.
I'm booked, bro. I'm booked. I'm booked. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So we are actually getting ready for the shoot. I got this from my John. I'm styled by my John. You know, I'm ready to get shot by Kingsville.
Let's fucking go. All right.
Charlie, help me. So what are we shooting?
So it's just portraits, head portraits. Go back. You need to get a reflector. Can you get us reflector? Go back. Yeah, let's see. Leads. Stay. It's just testing. Let's get down to business. Shall leave this in your possession. Yeah, golden. All right. Sorry. Okay. So now, can you come this way a bit? Yeah, wow. Chin down. Look at me. Chin up small. Yeah. Same pose, but just chin up. Yeah. Nice. This is us acting based off impulse, based off the fact that we just want to go out and create today. Chin up and look at me. Okay, the way your hand tried to touch your hair, let's do that again. But chin up then. Chin up when you do that. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Do that pose again. Hands on the head. I'm not seeing the reflector on him. Do it facing the light. Yeah. Look at me. Do that, then look at me. Chin up. Chin up again. Look at me. Nice. Okay, let's try face, portrait, small. Chin up. Yeah. Okay, put the ring on over the face. Let's see. Nice. Already. Okay, we'll light this nigga up. Awesome. Come this way some more. Yeah, wow. Chin up. Chin up. Light this nigga up. Shit like that. Yeah. A little bit of some. Nice. I'm working with pace now. Chin up. Look above your shoulder now. Okay. Hey, do that. Okay, let me do something. Stay, just chin up, straight. Chin up, straight. Stay like that. Nice. Yep, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your invaluable experience. It was truly inspiring.
Let's go.
See you all on the next one. Make sure you do like, subscribe, comment, and share. For the culture. See you all in the next episode.
Hard.